Prepare for touchdown at Flyway Brewing, Fayetteville's aviation-inspired haven for hungry pilots and thirsty travelers. Picture this, a cozy cockpit with a giant TV screening the Arkansas Razorbacks doing their pigskin dance. Now, let's talk about the eats. Brace yourself for duck tenders that'll make you quack with delight. Each crispy morsel carries a secret spice mission that'll leave you asking for more. Like a culinary surgeon, the tofu bun mai expertly fuses flavors, sending your taste buds into a harmonious symphony. And let's not forget the wings, crispy on the outside, smoky on the inside, like a naughty secret you can't keep to yourself. But wait, there's more. They've got soft pretzels that'll make your mouth water and homemade chips that'll make you forget all about calorie counting. And if you're feeling adventurous, try the chili crisp chicken sandwich, a poultry masterpiece that'll have you soaring to new heights of flavor. Service. Flawless. They'll even give you a free shot and beer for your birthday, turning your dinner into a high-flying celebration. So, fasten your taste buds and prepare for a thrilling culinary journey at Flyway Brewing. Just remember, it's gonna be loud, but hey, who needs peace and quiet when you're having this much fun? Atlas the restaurant is like that one friend who always has their life together. They never go out of style, they're always up for a good time, and they have this whole sophisticated vibe that makes you want to be just like them. I mean, come on, Atlas the restaurant. It's like they're carrying the weight of the culinary world on their shoulders and making it look easy. I can't remember our server's name, but I'm pretty sure it was something like Gaston or Wolfgang Puck Jr. He knew the menu like the back of his hand and made me feel like I was dining at the royal table. The food. Don't even get me started. It was like a symphony for my taste buds. Each dish was a masterpiece, from the escargot served on tiny potato rounds that were so firm they could probably hold up a car, to the foie gras oxtail ravioli that made me question whether or not I was actually eating food or floating on clouds. And let's not forget the complimentary macarons at the end. It's like Atlas the restaurant knows that even after all that amazing food, we can still make room for something sweet. It's like they say, we're not just a restaurant, we're a sugar-induced dream that won't end. So if you're looking for a place to impress your date, celebrate a special occasion, or just treat yourself to a night of culinary excellence, Atlas the restaurant is your destination. Just don't be surprised if you start speaking in a French accent after your meal. C'est magnifique. Feed Folly, the restaurant where your taste buds dance the Highland fling. Picture this, my fellow Epicureans, a culinary haven where the meat is cured to perfection, and the drinks are crafted with the precision of a Swiss watchmaker. Enter Feed Folly, Fayetteville's very own charcuterie paradise. From the moment you step inside this cozy abode, you'll be greeted by the intoxicating aroma of smoked meats and the cheerful chatter of locals. But be warned, the seating situation might have you contemplating a game of limbo. Those chairs are so low, you'll feel like you're dining with the hobbits. But let's not dwell on the seating. Let's talk about the food. The house-cured meats are a carnivore's dream, with flavors that will make your taste buds do a Highland fling. And the fish and chips. Oh my God. It's like the North Sea took a dip in a vat of crispy, golden goodness. As for the drinks, I highly recommend the Lady Lazarus cocktail. It's a potion of bittersweet heaven that will transport you to a realm where cocktails are literary masterworks. However, if margaritas are more your thing, be prepared for a disappointment that will make you cry into your chips and salsa. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the service. While our waiter was as kind as a newborn lamb, his voice was so soft, I swear I could have heard the leaves rustling in the wind while he whispered the specials. If you're hard of hearing, bring a megaphone or a lip reader. Overall, Feed Folly is a culinary gem that deserves a spot on your gastronomic map. The food is divine, the atmosphere is convivial, and the service, while quirky, is certainly not lacking in heart. Just be prepared for a low-riding dining experience and the occasional whisper-induced headache. But hey, who needs to hear when you're dining on smoked meats fit for a king? Ya, matey. Welcome to Fayetteville Taco Tamil. where the cheese-smothered Tex-Mex and Arkansas flavors will dance a jig on your taste buds. The tamales, mijetis, are like manna from heaven. They be so meaty and succulent, they'll swear ye be at a pirate feast. And the tacos, with their fresh tortillas and spicy fillings, will have ye singing yo-ho, ho, and a bottle of rum. Now, shiver me timbers, the staff be friendly enough, but beware the bar wench. She be slow than a galleon in a hurricane. But heed me words, her blundering ways be made up for by the swift and able servers. And what of the salsas? 3 fair maidens they be, my friend. The Hatch Green Chili, the TNT, and the Devil's Own Brew. Each be unique, but together, they be a symphony of flavors that will make ye do a jig. So hoist a tankard of ale and head on down to Fayetteville Taco Tamil. Just remember, the bar wench be a scurvy dog, but the food be worth it, be hearty. If you're looking for a night out that's guaranteed to put a smile on your face, then head on down to Cheers at the OPO. The food is top-notch, the drinks are flowing, and the vibe is electric. The minute you step through the door, you'll feel like Norm from Cheers, except you may have a few more brain cells. The menu is a veritable feast for the senses. I highly recommend the fried artichoke hearts, they're like little golden nuggets of deliciousness. And the shrimp and grits. Oh my, they're so creamy and flavorful, you'll want to lick the bowl clean. If you're feeling adventurous, try the Wagyu hamburger steak. It's not your average burger, folks. This is a juicy, tender, melt-in-your-mouth masterpiece. But let's not forget about the drinks. The bartenders are true mixologists, and they know how to craft a cocktail that will make your taste buds dance. I highly recommend the old-fashioned, it's a classic for a reason. And if you're feeling fancy, try the Moscow Mule. It's the perfect drink to sip on while you watch the sun set over the Fayetteville Square. Now, I have to admit, the service can be a bit hit or miss. But hey, it adds to the charm, right? Just remember, if you don't have reservations, you might have to laugh off the host's polite suggestion that you sit at the bar. But trust me, it's worth it. So, if you're looking for a night out that's full of laughter, great food, and delicious drinks, then Cheers at the OPO is the place for you. Just don't forget your reservations, or you might end up sitting at the kids' table. Boy, oh boy, let me tell you about this new joint called City Park Fayetteville. It's like the Chuck Norris of restaurants. It's got everything you need and more. First off, they got this outdoor seating situation that's straight out of a comedy club. You order your food by scanning this QR code, which is like when Dave Chappelle pulls out his phone to check his Twitter mentions. Servers roll around like they're in his hip-hop video, but don't forget to tip them, or they'll start rapping about how you don't respect the hustle. The menu is like a greatest hits album of comfort food, burgers, tacos, and barbecue. It's like a food court for grown-ups, but with less screaming kids and more frozen margaritas. And let me tell you, those margaritas are colder than a polar bear's breath in a blizzard. Now, the vibe here is like a Dave Chappelle stand-up routine. It's loud, it's lively, and it's guaranteed to make you laugh. You got people playing cornhole, kids running around like they're in a zombie apocalypse, and the occasional drunk guy trying to dance with his food tray. But hey, at the end of the day, it's all about the food. And let me tell you, the smash burger is the Michael Jackson of burgers. It hits all the right notes. The rice bowls are so healthy that even a vegan would give Dave Chappelle a standing ovation. So if you're looking for a place to hang out with your crew, eat some good food, and laugh until your cheeks hurt, City Park Fayetteville is the place to be. Just be prepared for the occasional heckler trying to order a Dave Chappelle special, a club soda with a side of laughter. Eclectic Kitchen, where refinement and gas stations collide. Prepare yourself for a culinary journey that will leave you questioning your sanity in the best possible way. Eclectic Kitchen, nestled amidst the unassuming facade of a gas station, is a haven for adventurous taste buds and seekers of the unexpected. Imagine walking through the doors of a greasy spoon, only to be greeted by the scent of truffle oil and the sound of clinking wine glasses. The interior, like the menu, is a delightful contradiction. Minimalist chic meets diner vibes. But hey, who needs fancy decor when the food is this damn good? Speaking of food, it's like a master artist decided to take their culinary skills and run wild with them. The menu changes weekly, so you never know what delights await you. But here's a tip: if you see scallops, run, don't walk. They're like tiny pieces of heaven disguised as seafood. Every dish is a testament to the chef's unwavering attention to detail. Sauces are crafted with the precision of a Swiss watchmaker, and plattings are as Instagrammable as a Kardashian selfie. The balance of flavors is so spot on, you'll be questioning your own taste buds. Am I really experiencing something this good at a former gas station? And don't even get us started on the sweet potato pie. It's like the love child of Christmas spices, sugar, and a cloud of whipped cream. Trust us, this is not your average slice of pie. It's the culinary equivalent of a warm, fuzzy hug. Service. It's like having your own personal butler, only without the ridiculous mustache and tight pants. Friendly and attentive, they'll guide you through the culinary labyrinth like a pro. So, if you're looking for a dining experience that will challenge your perception of reality and leave you craving more, Eclectic Kitchen is your culinary oasis. Just be prepared to question your sanity when you tell your friends you had a 5-star meal at a gas station. Pizzeria Ruby, where patience is the name of the game, y'all. Listen up. Pizzeria Ruby is the real deal, but let me warn you, it's like the NWA version of Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. Everyone wants a golden ticket, but most ain't gonna make it. Their pizza. Oh, it's a symphony of flavors, like a choir of angels singing for your taste buds. But be prepared to wait. You'll be lucky to get a table without a 2-hour wait, unless you're cool with waiting in the parking lot like a lost puppy. But here's the rub: once you finally get your hands on that pizza, it's like a religious experience. The crust is as crispy as a New York slice, the sauce is made with tomatoes that probably drank sunshine, and the toppings are legit. Just don't expect to have a civilized conversation over your meal. The music is like a subwoofer in a Dodge Ram, deafening and invasive. And don't be surprised if you hear the F-bomb dropped more than at a construction site. But hey, who needs to talk when you're savoring every bite of that pizza? Just be sure to bring a flask for the wait and a babysitter for the kids, because this place is not for the faint of heart or the easily offended. In conclusion, Pizzeria Ruby is a NWA culinary gem, but be prepared for a wait, loud tunes, and a possible backseat serenade from your frustrated companions. Just remember, patience is a virtue, and a slice of Ruby's pizza is worth every second of it. Giraldi's, where the bread flows like the mighty Mississippi, prepare to embark on a culinary adventure that will leave your taste buds tingling and your funny bone aching, folks. Giraldi's, the hallowed ground of Fayetteville, has been tickling our palates for almost 3 decades, and let me tell you, they're the real deal. Their pizza. It's like a symphony of cheese, sauce, and crust, each ingredient singing in perfect harmony. And those locally sourced ingredients. They're so fresh, you can practically taste the farm soil on them. But wait, there's more. They've got pasta that will make you forget about your ex-girlfriend unless her name was Maria, in which case, skip this one. And their sandwiches and salads. They're so big, you'll need a fork to eat them. And let's not forget the calzones, which are basically giant, delicious pockets of heaven. Now, about that bread. It's like they're on a mission to feed the entire Red Cross. They keep sending it out, wave after wave, until you're begging for mercy. And it's so darn good, you'll find yourself dipping everything in it, from your pasta to your phone. The service is top-notch too. The waitstaff are like a team of culinary superheroes, always there to answer your questions and make sure you have a delightful dining experience. So, next time you find yourself in Fayetteville, do yourself a favor and head on down to Giraldi's. You'll leave feeling full, satisfied, and with a healthy dose of laughter in your belly. Just be sure to bring a shovel for all that bread. If I'm not in Hugo's basement, you'll likely find me crying on the historic Fayetteville Square, begging passers-by to escort me to the underground foodie paradise that is Hugo's. Upon descending the stairs, you'll enter a charming, tavern-like space with an atmosphere that screams, college kids and townies alike, come get weird with us. The menu is a testament to Hugo's culinary prowess. Their burgers are so good, they should come with a lifetime warranty. The spinach artichoke dip is a party in your mouth, and the grasshopper crepes are the stuff dreams are made of. Seriously, the mint chocolate chip ice cream filling is like a hug from a leprechaun. And let's not forget the service. The staff at Hugo's are like the cool older siblings you never had. They're attentive, hilarious, and always down for a good time. Now, I must address the elephant in the room, the occasional greasy burger. Look, I won't sugarcoat it, it happens. But let's be real, it's a small price to pay for the culinary ecstasy you'll experience. Besides, who needs a healthy diet when you can have a life-changing burger? So, if you're looking for a night out that will leave you with a full belly, a smile on your face, and a craving for grasshopper crepes that will haunt you for weeks to come, head on down to Hugo's. Just be prepared to defend your fries from envious table neighbors. Hey there, fellow foodies. I'm here to dish on Mockingbird Kitchen in Fayetteville, where the chef's got a secret stash of pixie dust. They take Ozark cuisine and give it a culinary makeover that's as fabulous as Dolly Parton's wardrobe. The menu is like a sitcom pilot for your taste buds. It's got twists, turns, and characters, dishes that'll make you laugh out loud. The duck is cooked to perfection, like a celebrity on a red carpet. And don't even get me started on the sweet potato smash. It's like mashed potatoes but with a party hat on. But let's be real, not everything's a knockout. I've had better ropovia from a Taco Bell drive-thru. And the chorizo meatloaf. It was so bland, it made me wonder if the chef used invisible spices. It's like they said, let's just mush some meat together and hope for the best. But hey, the wait staff is as sweet as honey, and they'll bring you extra kale if you beg nicely. And if you're lucky, you'll get a table on the patio, where you can watch the locals try to parallel park like drunk squirrels. So, if you're looking for a culinary adventure that's both fabulous and slightly absurd, Mockingbird Kitchen is your spot. Just be prepared to pay a pretty penny for Eggs Benedict that's about as exciting as a Taylor Swift breakup ballad. Prepare to be dazzled, darlings. Theo's Fayetteville is the equivalent of a drag queen in a sequin-encrusted gown, serving up dishes that are as fabulous as its martinis. Let's start with the cocktails. Picture this, 6 martinis ALLNIGHTLONG. I may have stumbled out of there in a pair of stilettos that weren't mine, but it was worth it for the bee's knees alone. Now, let's talk about the appetizers. The crab dip is like a party in your mouth, with enough seafood goodness to make you forget about your ex. And the fried cauliflower. It's like a crispy catwalk for your taste buds. As for the entrees, I highly recommend the pork chop. It's like a hunk of meat that knows its angles, cooked to perfection and dripping with flavor. The pappardelle with lamb is a diva's delight, with a sauce that could make a grown man weep with joy. The outdoor patio is like a secret garden in the middle of a concrete jungle, perfect for sipping on cocktails and pretending you're in a luxury resort. But let's be honest, the service is about as attentive as a cat at a vacuum cleaner store. But hey, who needs attention when you're surrounded by such culinary excellence? All in all, Theo's Fayetteville is a gem in the heart of Fayetteville. Just remember to bring a designated driver, because after a few of those martinis, you might find yourself singing karaoke on top of the bar. Cheers. Leverett Lounge, where the food is lit and the vibes are immaculate. If you're looking for a restaurant that's more like a quirky art gallery with a killer menu, look no further than Leverett Lounge. This place is so visually stimulating, you'll feel like you've stepped into a Wes Anderson movie. The food is just as amazing as the decor. The Keep on Burrito Me Baby is like a creamy, Italian dance party in your mouth. And the I Can Show You the World lamb and beef kofta balls will transport you to a magical land where flavor reigns supreme. But the real star of the show is the KFC, not to be confused with Colonel Sanders fried chicken. This Korean fried chicken is so crispy and savory, you'll swear it was blessed by a culinary wizard. And the Mr. Nice Guy pork tenderloin is like a tender, juicy hug that warms your soul. The service at Leverett Lounge is on point. Our waiter was more charming than a French mime, and he even gave us a 25% discount for being such good tippers. So, if you're looking for a night out that's equal parts delicious, quirky, and unforgettable, head on over to Leverett Lounge. Just don't be surprised if you leave feeling like you've undergone a culinary and artistic awakening. And don't forget to bring your camera, because this place is Insta-worthy to the max. Buckle up, folks, because Renzo's is a culinary roller coaster that'll leave you laughing and satisfied. Imagine a scrumptious Italian fiesta where the ingredients are as fresh as a newborn baby's. Okay, maybe not that fresh, but let's just say they're pretty darn good. And the family recipes. They've been passed down so many times, they're like the great-grandpas of recipes. Now, let's talk about the service. Picture a server with the grace of a ballerina and the attentiveness of a puppy on Red Bull. They'll dance around your table, suggesting appetizers so tempting you'll wonder if they're working for the restaurant or the local dessert shop. But here's where things get a little interesting. One reviewer was convinced his ribeye went on a secret mission to become a strip. Now, I'm no steak expert, but I'm pretty sure a ribeye should look like a ribeye, not a piece of bacon on steroids. The server, ever the diplomat, tried to save the day by offering another ribeye, but it turned out to be even more of a strip, like the steak's going through an identity crisis. But fear not, dear diners. The Tessie's chicken and shrimp will make you forget all about the steak strip drama. It's like a heavenly symphony of flavors, dancing on your taste buds like Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. And the tiramisu. Oh, mamma mia. It's so light and fluffy, you'll think you're eating a cloud that's been dipped in coffee. Now, let's address the elephant in the room atmosphere. It's not exactly the Sistine Chapel, but it's not bad either. Think Olive Garden meets your grandma's living room. Cozy, but with a hint of spaghetti sauce in the air. As for the side salads, well, let's just say they're not going to win any beauty pageants. They're like the awkward teenagers of the menu, plain and a little bit sad. But hey, at least the soup is on point. And finally, a minor quip with the styrofoam takeout containers. They're like the naughty stepchildren of the culinary world. But let's be real, who can resist taking home leftovers of that incredible Tessie's chicken? So, there you have it, the highs and lows of Renzo's Pasta Italian Steakhouse. It's a place where the food is fabulous, the service is top-notch, and the steak, well, it might need a little more time to figure out its identity. But hey, who cares about steak when you've got Tessie's chicken and tiramisu that'll make you forget your name? Prepare your palate for a culinary odyssey that will redefine Southern cuisine. Southern Food Company in Fayetteville is not your mama's kitchen. It's like your mama took a culinary trip to the future and brought back some seriously delicious upgrades. When you step inside, don't expect a bless your heart serve from the waitstaff. Instead, you'll be greeted with a warm howdy, y'all, and a menu that reads like a modern South's greatest hits. The chicken fried steak is like a skyscraper of crispy, juicy heaven. And those biscuits, they're so fluffy and buttery, they'll make you want to sing hallelujah. But wait, there's more. The wait time may be like waiting for a trolley in a ghost town, but trust me, it's worth it. It's like the slow-motion scene in a movie, but with the tantalizing aroma of shrimp and grits filling the air. And when you finally get seated, the staff is so friendly, they'll make you feel like you're visiting your long-lost southern cousins. They'll even let you use their crayons to draw on the tablecloths, just don't get caught by your kids. So, if you're looking for a taste of the South with a twist that will make your taste buds dance in their cowboy boots, head on over to Southern Food Company. Just be prepared to wait. But hey, if you can't handle the heat, stay out of the kitchen of the line outside the restaurant. Frida's California Grill, where the food is fire, but the salsa needs a linebacker. Y'all ever been to a Mexican restaurant where the salsa looks like it's been watered down with Minute Maid? Frida's California Grill, I'm looking at you. It's like they were trying to grow oregano in their salsa instead of making it taste good. But hey, at least the beer was cold and cheap, so that's a plus. Now, let's talk about these soaps. I asked for 3 different meats, like a baller, but they were like, no, you can only have 1 meat. It's like, if I'm paying for 3 soaps, why can't I have 3 different meats? Is it because they're afraid I'm gonna steal their secret recipe for magic meat? And then there's the carcinata pibble. It was good, but they charged me extra for it. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed. It's like, excuse me, but do you charge extra for the good stuff? I'm not asking for a lobster taco here, just some decent pork. But let's end on a high note. The churros were bomb. The outside was crispy AF, the inside was fluffy like a newborn baby, and the filling and caramel were the perfect amount of sweetness. I could eat 'em all day long. Overall, Frida's California Grill is a solid 4 out of 5 stars. The food is mostly great, the service is good, and the ambience is swell. It's a family restaurant. But hey, if you're looking for some authentic SoCal Mexican food, this is the spot. Just bring your own salsa or prepare to be disappointed. Thai Spice in Fayetteville, where the food is divine, but the service will make you question your sanity, so this place they spice. Let me start by saying the food is out of this world. I mean, it's so good, your taste buds will do a backflip and scream for an encore. I ordered the pad thai, and it was like a party in my mouth. The noodles were perfectly cooked, the sauce was bursting with flavor, and the peanuts added a touch of crunchy goodness that made me want to sing. But then there's the service, oh boy, the service. It's like a comedy of errors that would make Louis C.K. proud. The first time we went, there were like 2 people in the whole place, and it still took them an hour to bring us our food. And get this, they brought the appetizer after the main course. I mean, what kind of sorcery is that? The second time, it was like a disaster movie. The place was packed, and our server disappeared faster than a magician's rabbit. We were like stranded on a desert island, waving our arms for help. Drinks came out one at a time, appetizers staggered in like drunk clowns, and our entrees made a grand entrance like the Titanic sinking. Now, I'm not trying to say the service is terrible all the time. There's this one male server who's like a beacon of hope in the storm of chaos. He's got the speed of Usain Bolt and the memory of an elephant. If you see him, hold on to him for dear life. So, my fellow foodies, if you're looking for a culinary adventure that will tantalize your taste buds and provide endless laughs, look no further than Thai Spice. Just be prepared to bring a book or 2 to keep you entertained while you wait for your food. But trust me, it's worth it for the pad thai alone. Yo, check it out, Fayetteville's got a new hibachi spot that's rocking the town. Picture this, you walk in and it's like a party for your eyes. Guitars hanging on the walls like rock stars, big screens showing all the sports action, and music that'll make you wanna get up and dance. It's like a concert and a restaurant had a baby. The food. Let me tell you, it's like a culinary symphony. The sushi is so fresh, it's probably still swimming to the table. And the hibachi. It's cooked to perfection, packed with flavor that'll make your taste buds do a happy dance. Oh, and shout out to our server, who was like a ninja. She swooped in with our drinks before we could even finish saying sake bomb. And she kept those glasses so full, it's a wonder we weren't floating out the door. So, my fellow foodies, if you're looking for a night of great food, rockin' tunes, and impeccable service, Rock and Roll Sushi is the place to be. Just don't blame me when you start headbanging at the table.